Hello, friends. This is Rishi Gupta once again, and today we will be talking about something interesting. We'll be trying to answer a question that has been on the minds of a lot many people, I'm sure. And the question is that who is the strongest Avenger? So let me just lay down some ground rules before we get into the details. This list is based purely on what we have seen in the movies. This does not include the comics. And the second thing is that this includes what we have seen until Avengers in Infinity War. So whatever we have seen on screen in Avengers Infinity War until Avengers Infinity War is going to be considered while compiling this particular list. Let's dive right into it. This list is just the top three people I think who are the most powerful superheroes in Avengers. So there are a lot many Avengers in Infinity War. Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess, they are now the Avengers. Spider-Man has been included. Black Panther is there, and so many people that I have even lost count. But I think it's pretty easy to narrow it down to the strongest people. So let me define what I mean by strong. So strong does not mean brute strength. So it means who would be the most useful in a fight against the most powerful beings in the universe. So that is what I mean by strong. So a person like Hulk might have the most brute force. But he might not have the brains to use it. A person like Ant-Man, I'm not saying he is, but a person like Ant-Man might have a very limited scope in terms of powers, but he might be able to use it very effectively against a variety of foes in the universe, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So that's what I mean by strong. So let's start. Top three. We'll start with number three. So number three, I feel, is Iron Man. So Iron Man has had an incredible journey, and he has finally gotten into such a stage or such a stage of evolution that he has developed a suit that uses nanotech, as he mentions in Avengers Infinity War, that is pretty much able to do anything. It's able to conjure up stuff, it's able to transform, it's able to regenerate, it's able to conjure weapons, and all of that. So the suit is pretty powerful, and the testament to the power of the suit is that he was able to make Thanos bleed. I think no one else was able to do that in Avengers Infinity War. So he was able to go toe to toe with Thanos in Avengers Infinity War. That in itself is a big achievement. And even if I just go back to the first Avengers, Marvel's Avengers, in that he and Thor had kind of a little fight, and he was able to go toe to toe with Thor as well. So he's the god of thunder, and he had his hammer, and his suit, that was not the nanotech suit, was able to withstand the blows of Mjolnir. So he was able to fight Thor as well. So that's why I believe that Tony Stark, with his brains, with the kind of suit that he's developed, with the kind of techniques that he has up his sleeve, is one of the strongest Avengers. And if you were to fight someone, you would want him on your team. So that's why he's number three on my list. Number two, again, so number two was not very difficult, but we have had very less of an opportunity to see this particular Avenger in action, and that particular Avenger is Captain Marvel. So Captain Marvel has been portrayed to be incredibly powerful. So in Captain Marvel, the movie that came out recently, she was pretty much able to decimate her opponents in a manner of minutes, and no one posed a real challenge to her once she actually realized her true power. So once she was all geared up and she realized what she actually possessed, she was able to go through her opponents like a matter of minutes in a matter of minutes. So yeah, that she has been shown to have incredible power. And even the trailer, she says that let's attack Thanos again, and this time you'll have something that you didn't last time, which is me. So she already comes with a lot of confidence, and you can see where she's coming from, given that her incredible powers. So yeah, that's why she's number two on my list. And number one was a bit tricky. Captain Marvel was kind of reaching for number one, but I think Thor is the most powerful Avenger. And before start thinking where is Wanda and where are the other people, let me just explain why. So Thor is basically a god. That's a demigod or god, you might say anything. So Thor is basically a god. He has been through so much. He has been able to withstand the full force of a dying star. He has been, he has fought the goddess of death. He has, fought Thanos, and with his new weapon, the Stormbreaker, the axe, which seems to be incredibly powerful, he was able to overcome the full force of the Infinity Gauntlet. So when the Infinity Gauntlet was complete with all the six stones, his new weapon, the Stormbreaker, was able to, kind of go against the force of the entire gauntlet and hit Thanos. So that is the kind of power that Thor is wielding right now. So that is why I feel that Thor is basically the most powerful Avenger ever. So he is going to be critical to defeating Thanos. He almost defeated Thanos in Avengers Infinity War. So had he gone for the head, I think he would have already won, but he didn't. So that's something probably he'll regret for the rest of his life. But I'm sure that he will play the most critical role when it comes to combating, hand to hand combat, or just fighting Thanos on the battlefield. That's why I feel that Thor is the most powerful Avenger. So these three people are going to be instrumental when it comes to defeating Thanos in Avengers Endgame. So yeah, that's my list. And if you're wondering why Vision isn't there, because Vision is kind of dead, so I've not considered him, because Vision, yes, if Vision were alive, I think he would be on the top of the list, but unfortunately he's not. And again, so an honorable mention should go to Wanda. So Wanda was basically able to do a lot of things with, using her mind. She was able to do telekinesis. She was able to move stuff using her own mind. But the thing was that she wasn't making full utilization probably of her powers, or probably did not have enough strategic thinking, enough of battle practice, or whatever you might call it. But she was probably not very effective on the battlefield. So that's why, if I were to create that list, I would probably put her on number 4, wherein she, because she was able to physically restrain Vision in Avengers, sorry, Captain America Civil War. That's why Wanda would probably be 4th on my list. And if I were to give another honorable mention, I could probably give it to Hulk, but again, the same problem. He has brute strength, not much of a strategic thinking. So if he actually turns into Professor Hulk in Avengers Endgame, I think he might be a formidable opponent. So yeah, that's my list, guys. Let's hope these Avengers are able to defeat Thanos in Avengers Endgame. Thank you so much for joining me again. Please do subscribe, like, and share this video, and stay in touch. Thank you so much.